Hey everyone, I am so excited for what we're about to do today. In 2025, more and more of us are looking for something different, something real. We're tired of the crowds, the long lines, the same old tourist spots. We're searching for authentic, less crowded experiences that truly connect us to the world. It's about that feeling of discovery, of seeing something for the first time, of being completely present in a moment that feels like it was made just for you. It's more than a trend. It's a movement towards more meaningful travel. So I decided to fully embrace that spirit. Join me as I challenge myself to explore the most epic off-the-beaten-path destinations of 2025, hidden gems that will blow your mind. We are going to places that are not easy to get to, but oh, the reward is just incredible. These are the corners of the world that still feel wild and untouched, full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. They challenge you, they change you, they leave you with stories you'll tell for a lifetime. Today, we're diving deep. We'll be talking about remote, breathtaking landscapes, stone forests, the world's largest cave. We'll explore vibrant local cultures. We'll discuss the real-world challenges of accessing these places. And at the end, I'll share one of my absolute favorite spots, a place that captured my heart. So, get ready, buckle up. This is going to be an unforgettable adventure. Let's go! Our first destination, one of the most surreal, most otherworldly landscapes I have ever laid my eyes on. We are going to Madagascar, to Tsingy de Bemaraha National Park. When you hear forest, you might think of trees. But this is a forest of stone. Millions of years of erosion have carved this limestone plateau into a labyrinth of sharp, vertical pinnacles. They call them Tsingy, which in Malagasy means where one cannot walk barefoot. And trust me, you would not want to try. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason. Getting here is an adventure in itself. It is remote, really remote. It takes days of driving on rough, washed-out roads, then a river crossing on a small ferry. This isn't a casual day trip. It filters out the crowds and ensures you feel like you've earned it. You've stepped into a lost world, far from modern noise. Once here, you can't just wander in, you must have a local guide. They secure your harness, they check your clips, and they lead you through this vertical maze. It's a mix of hiking, climbing, and a little bit of bravery. Walking across swaying suspension bridges, hundreds of feet above razor-sharp rocks. It's an adrenaline rush. Clipping and unclipping carabiners to safety lines, squeezing through narrow canyons, climbing metal ladders bolted into the rock. It feels like a real-life adventure course designed by nature. Looking down, deep, dark crevices. Looking up, endless gray stone needles piercing the sky. The scale is immense, but life finds a way. Pockets of lush forest hide in the canyons, and this is home to some unique wildlife. We were lucky enough to spot the Deccan sifaka, a beautiful white lemur, leaping effortlessly from one sharp pinnacle to another. The guides are not just there for safety. They are a bridge to understanding this place. They'll point out the endemic plants, share the local folklore associated with the Tsingy, and explain the geological history that formed this masterpiece. Listening to their stories, you realize this isn't just a collection of rocks. It's a living, breathing part of Malagasy culture and history. So, is it worth the effort? 100% yes. Safety is paramount here. Listen to your guide. Wear sturdy hiking boots with good grip. Bring plenty of water because it gets incredibly hot. And don't forget your sunscreen and a hat. Most importantly, trust the equipment. Taking on the Grand Tsingy is a serious undertaking, but the feeling of accomplishment and the sheer, mind-blowing beauty of it all makes it one of the greatest adventures you can have. Okay, from a forest of stone, we're now going deep underground, into the heart of Vietnam. Our next destination is Hang Son Doong, which translates to Mountain River Cave. This is, officially, the largest cave in the world. To give you an idea of the scale, a Boeing 747 could fly through its largest passage without touching the walls. A whole New York City block with 40-story buildings could fit inside. The sheer size is something you cannot comprehend until you are standing inside it. Getting a spot on this expedition is a challenge in itself. Access is extremely limited to protect the cave's delicate ecosystem. Only one company is licensed to run tours. They take a very small number of people each year. You have to book your permit far in advance, and it's not cheap. The journey to the entrance is a multi-day trek through the dense, beautiful jungle of Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park. You'll be crossing rivers, climbing over hills, sleeping in camps along the way. It's a serious physical challenge. Then you arrive at the entrance. It's just this dark opening in a cliff face, with a rush of cool air flowing out. You abseil about 80 meters down into the darkness. And when your feet touch the floor and you look up, oh my goodness, the beam from your headlamp just gets swallowed by the immense darkness. It's humbling and a little intimidating, but mostly, it is just pure, unfiltered awe. What makes Hang Son Doong so unique is that it has its own world inside. There are two massive dolines, areas where the cave ceiling has collapsed, letting sunlight stream in. Where there is light, there is life. An entire jungle, with trees over 30 meters tall, thrives inside the cave. You're literally trekking through a jungle, underground. It's the most surreal, avatar-like landscape you can possibly imagine. The cave even has its own climate system. Clouds form inside the massive chambers and can create localized rain. You're walking along and suddenly you feel a light drizzle, but you are hundreds of meters beneath the surface of the earth. There's also a fast-flowing river that has been carving its way through the limestone for millions of years. The sound of the water echoing through the vast chambers is a constant, powerful reminder of the forces that created this place. Packing for this is crucial. You need excellent trekking boots that can handle wet and slippery conditions, quick-dry clothing, a good headlamp with extra batteries. The tour company provides the technical gear and the camping equipment, but you need to be personally prepared for the physical exertion and the unique environment. Mentally, you have to be ready for a complete disconnect from the outside world. There's no signal, no internet, just you and the cave. Standing in the middle of Hang Son Doong, looking up at the shafts of light piercing the darkness, surrounded by an ancient underground jungle, is a spiritual experience. It feels like you've stepped onto another planet. It's a powerful lesson in geology, biology, and your own small place in the grand scheme of things. It's the ultimate off-the-beaten-path destination, because it's a world that, until very recently, no human had ever seen. For our next adventure, we're heading to the high Andes of Bolivia, to a place that completely plays with your sense of reality. Welcome to Salar de Uyuni, the largest salt flat in the world. This is a vast, prehistoric lakebed that has dried up, leaving behind a landscape of pure white salt that stretches to the horizon in every direction. It's so flat and so expansive that it's used to calibrate satellites. The sheer emptiness is both disorienting and incredibly beautiful. But there's a specific time to visit that transforms this stark white desert into something truly magical. The rainy season, typically December to April, is when the magic happens. A thin layer of water covers the salt, creating a perfect, flawless mirror. It is impossible to tell where the ground ends and the sky begins. You feel like you are walking on clouds. The first time I stepped onto the flooded Salar, I was speechless. Every step sends ripples across the sky beneath your feet. The horizon disappears completely. It's a photographer's dream. You can play with perspective. People look like they are walking on water. Cars seem to be driving through the clouds. Get low to the ground to maximize that reflection. Wear bright colors to stand out against the blue and white. Visiting in the rainy season is key, but it has challenges. The water can make areas inaccessible. You are completely reliant on your 4x4 driver and guide. These drivers are masters of this environment. They navigate with no roads, no signs, just knowledge. Go with a reputable tour company for safety. The remoteness is part of the appeal. Hours from the nearest city, in a high-altitude desert. The air is thin and crisp. The silence is profound. At night, the experience is another level. Zero light pollution. The sky explodes with stars. With the mirror effect, stars appear above and below you. It is emotional, almost overwhelming. Logistics require planning. Most tours leave from Uyuni town. You can get there by bus, train, or a short flight from La Paz. Tours run 1 to 3 days. They often include Isla Incahuasi with giant cacti, and stays in hotels made of salt blocks. Walls, beds, tables, all salt. Be prepared for altitude, over 3,600 meters, $12,000 FT. Acclimatize for a day or two. Drink lots of coca tea. Take it easy. The sun's reflection is incredibly intense. Sunglasses, a wide-brimmed hat, high SPF sunscreen. Salar de Uyuni is more than cool photos. It resets your perspective. The vastness and surreal beauty make you feel incredibly small, and also deeply connected to the planet. A reminder of nature's strange and wonderful forms, a journey that leaves you in wonder. From the stark white of the salt flats, we are now journeying to an explosion of green in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Our fourth destination is the Azores, an archipelago of 9 volcanic islands belonging to Portugal. For a long time, this place has flown under the radar, one of Europe's last hidden gems. Often called the Hawaii of the Atlantic, but the Azores is utterly its own. Each island has its own character, united by raw volcanic beauty. Imagine vibrant blue crater lakes. Imagine vibrant green crater lakes, like Set Cidades. Picture hiking along lush trails, then powerful waterfalls cascading down mossy cliffs. Think soaking in natural hot springs or walking on pristine black sand beaches. A paradise for nature lovers. It feels authentic and unspoiled. Mass tourism hasn't arrived. Culture blends Portuguese tradition with island identity. The people are warm and welcoming. Small fishing villages where life moves at a slower pace. Historic towns with cobblestone streets and whitewashed churches. And the food! You have to try the local cheese, especially from São Jorge Island. Beef from cows that graze happily on green pastures. And of course, seafood straight from the boat. Getting here is easier than you think. Direct flights, Lisbon. Direct flights, Porto. Direct flights, North America. Direct flights, Europe. Once you're there, you can hop between islands by plane or ferry. I'd recommend focusing on 1 or 2 islands for a single trip to really soak it all in. São Miguel, a great starting point. Flores, dramatic landscapes. Pico, mountain and vineyards. Terceira, historic streets. The Azores encourages you to slow down and connect with nature on a deep level. Whether you're whale watching in the deep blue Atlantic, hiking to a secluded viewpoint, or simply enjoying a coffee in a quiet village, there's a sense of peace here that is hard to find. It's an adventure that rejuvenates the soul. This isn't a destination for mega resorts or flashy nightlife. It's for travelers who appreciate the power and beauty of the natural world. It's for those who want to feel a connection to the place they are visiting, to its culture, its food, and its people. The Azores is a perfect example of sustainable tourism, focused on preserving the environment. A collection of emerald islands waiting to be explored. It's wild, it's beautiful, and it's a destination that will stay with you long after you leave. The Azores is, for me, the definition of a hidden gem. And now, for my personal favorite, a place that encapsulates everything I love about travel. Nature, culture, food, a little bit of magic. We're staying in the Azores, zooming in on São Miguel, Furnas Valley. This place is special. It's the volcanic heart of the island. A caldera where the earth is alive and breathing. You can see it, you can smell it, you can even taste it. My first time visiting Furnas, I was blown away by the sensory experience. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur from the bubbling mud pots, steaming fumaroles. It's a powerful primal smell that reminds you that you are standing on top of an active volcano. The landscape is a stunning mix of lush, almost tropical-looking vegetation. These steaming, otherworldly geothermal fields. It feels ancient and powerful. The centerpiece of the valley is Furnas Lake, a beautiful, serene body of water. But on one shore of the lake, you'll find something truly unique. You'll see mounds of earth with numbered signs. This is where one of the most incredible food traditions takes place. Local restaurants and families come here to cook cozido das Furnas, a hearty meat and vegetable stew. They lower a massive metal pot, filled with layers of beef, pork, chicken, sausage, cabbage, carrots, potatoes, yams, into a hole dug in the hot volcanic soil. They cover it with dirt and let it cook for about 6 hours, using only the natural geothermal heat. This is slow cooking on a geological scale. It's an amazing tradition passed down through generations. Around midday, you can watch as the restaurant workers come to excavate their pots. They dig away the soil, and with a great heave, they pull this huge steaming pot out of the ground. The smell is incredible. The rich aroma of the slow-cooked stew mixes with the earthy, sulfuric air. We then went to a local restaurant in Furnas town to try it. And oh my goodness, it was one of the most memorable meals of my life. The meat is so tender it just falls apart. The vegetables are infused with this subtle, smoky, slightly mineral flavor from the earth. It doesn't taste of sulfur, but you can sense the unique way it was cooked. It's more than just a meal. It's a taste of the place itself. You are literally eating the landscape. It's a perfect example of how people have learned to live in harmony with this powerful volcanic environment. After that amazing meal, there's no better way to relax than by soaking in one of the area's natural thermal pools. The Terra Nostra garden has this huge, iron-rich thermal pool with orange-colored water that is beautifully warm. It's so relaxing to just float there, surrounded by an incredible botanical garden. There's also Pocha de Dona Beja, a series of smaller, more intimate hot spring pools that are magical at night. For me, Furnas is the perfect off-the-beaten-path experience for 2025. It's easily accessible on São Miguel, yet it feels like a different world. It combines stunning natural beauty, a unique and delicious culinary tradition, and a chance to connect with the raw power of our planet. It's a place that engages all of your senses and leaves you with a deep appreciation for the ingenuity of local culture. If you go to the Azores, you absolutely cannot miss the Furnas Valley. Wow, what an adventure! From the stone forests of Madagascar and the giant caves of Vietnam, to the mirror of the sky in Bolivia and the volcanic paradise of the Azores. These places are proof that our world is still full of mystery, beauty, and experiences that can truly change us. They might take a little more effort to reach, but the rewards, the memories, the stories, the connection, are worth it 1,000 times over. Travel in 2025 is all about finding these authentic moments, and I hope this has inspired you to seek out your own hidden corner of the world. Now, I want to hear from you. These are just a few of the incredible off-the-grid spots out there, but I know there are so many more. What is the most amazing undiscovered place you've ever been to? Got a favorite hidden gem? Drop it in the comments. I love reading your suggestions and adding them to my own travel list. Let's build a community of explorers and share the best-kept secrets of our amazing planet. And if you enjoyed this journey to the wild side, you'll definitely want to check out my other video on the top 10 destinations to visit in 2025, where we cover even more incredible places. Thank you so much for watching and for sharing this adventure with me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, happy travels.